Hey, what's going on, guys? This is something I probably should have done like last year, but I don't know. I think I got worn out from Batman v Superman that I just decided not to even talk about it anymore. With Justice League right around the corner, I figured I would go back and I would watch that movie, the Ultimate Edition, actually. So, I'm not really here to review the movie. I'm just here, like I said, in my review, I think I said that my score would not change. So whatever that score is, it's probably still the same. Um, but I can say that the Ultimate Edition does make the movie better. I think a lot of people say that about the Ultimate Edition, is that it makes the movie actually make sense and it makes it a little bit better. So let's talk about it. Like I said, I'm not really reviewing it, I'm just reviewing the parts that are new. And then like I said, it doesn't change the score, but I do want to talk about it because it's Justice League right around the corner, and I figured why not hype it up, right? So I will say about Batman v Superman is I've ranted about this movie. I have generally have just lost it. I've complained about it. I have done all that, but I've contradicted myself. Actually, I've gone back and forth with this movie, and I'm actually on a positive side of this movie now because, yeah, it's not like Marvel where you got joke after joke after joke, and then a part where it's serious, and then it adds on a joke or whatever. That's stupidness. It's a movie that's taken seriously. It's a movie that's trying to, you know, it's trying to do its own thing, and I think that's what makes me respect it. And I think watching the Ultimate Edition, it makes me like it a little bit more. But we'll talk about that in detail. So I guess you're wondering, I'm wearing the hat. I usually don't wear the hat, but my hair is kind of a mess, so I'm gonna wear the hat. And I got my Superman necklace on, so why not? So let's talk about it. Um, so the rumors are true. This movie is 3 hours long. Uh, I have not watched a 3 hour movie since King Kong 2008 movie, and that was long. And that was in theaters, I'm pretty sure. So I didn't watch the movie in theaters, but I watched it on DVD. And I was like, when is this movie gonna end? This movie is taking forever to be over. But yeah, 3 hours long. I mean, that's pretty crazy. Because if you remember in the theatrical cut, it was like 2 hours and 30 minutes. And to be honest with you, I think if they just put the 3 hour in there, it would have been much better. But probably because the movie theater was like, no, we're not doing that. So then they had to cut it up a bit. So that's what happened, and that's what made a lot of people not like the movie. Um, the best part about this movie is in the Ultimate Edition is things make more sense. Like the problem with like Superman, for example, where Lex Luthor basically frames him. That's what happens. But at the end of the theatrical cut, you kind of assume that, you never know the real details though about why. We get a little bit more with Lois and her investigating the problem. We get a little bit more of Clark Kent investigating Batman and stuff like that, which is really cool. I like that about his character. We got to see obviously more Batman stuff. I will get to that a little bit. But let's stick with Superman. So Superman, yes, was basically framed by Lex Luthor. And this is not Lex. I know I keep calling him Lex, but I guess it's Alexander Luthor, right? So it's not Lex. So Lex isn't in this. So it's Alexander, but I kind of already assumed that. So yeah, Alexander basically frames him. Lois finds out about it. Then Alexander finds out that she's figuring it out. Then he has to, he has to deal with her and all that. So now that's basically what the new elements of the movie are. There's also a part which I really like, which I think they should have kept in the damn movie when Superman was actually helping people out of the exploded building, the Supreme Court or whatever, where it blew up. he starts like helping. He takes this one person, he gives him to the doctors, and they're all like, "Oh," like they should have kept that in there because people were like, "Why the hell did Superman just leave?" Honestly, I kind of assumed that he did get people out of the building who were still alive, but I don't know. I mean, like I did give this movie a chance, and I did let my mind assume a lot of things. But now we talk about Batman. Batman. So, okay, what do I say about Batman? The warehouse scene. Yes, that part was awesome. That part was great. It reminded you of the Arkham games. But there was a lot of moments where he just straight out murders people. And to be honest with you, when I originally watched the movie, I was like, okay, he kind of stopped killing people when he, was saving Martha or whatever, right? Except that one guy he exploded with shot his gas tank and he blew up. I thought that was the only 2 people he killed. But apparently, he did kill a couple guys in here. There was actually, I counted 2 because the guy with the grenade, if you remember the scene when he was trying to grab the grenade or whatever, he could have lived. He shouldn't have grabbed the grenade. Like, that guy killed himself, Like, that guy's an idiot, He should have just kept his head down, okay? Because that's what if you ever seen grenade videos, you don't want to be near the grenade, first of all, and you want to make sure your head is down, and you better not be standing up, because if you're standing up, that shrapnel's going to cut you up bad and kill you. But yeah, that guy killed himself, so that's not a Batman death in my opinion. But anyway, here are the deaths. He takes a crate, throws it at a guy. In the theatrical cut, there was no blood, but in this version, you see blood on the wall, so I guess he hit his head and he died. And then the part where he stabbed that guy in the shoulder, he walked back up to him after he was done fighting, and he stabbed him with this freaking... Like, people make fun of these, like, how they're always sharp, and, like, I guess Zack Snyder took advantage of it, and he's like, yeah, pretend like you just stabbed him with those. And I was like, oh my gosh, why? I was like, oh no, like, I was just upset. I've already talked about it before. Oh, people saying, oh, in the original comics, Batman has killed people before, blah, 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 blah. And for what the movie was trying to do, it makes sense. You got the good guy, and you got this guy who is a Dark Knight. He will cross moral boundaries, whereas Superman will not. Superman doesn't kill anyone in this movie. There is a few times where I'm like, are you sure? Are you sure he's still alive? Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because when Superman, first scene where he busts that one guy through the walls, I was talking to my dad about it, and he was like, yeah, you can live through that. So I was like, okay, so he's not dead then. So I was like, okay, so Superman didn't kill no one in this movie then. So what the movie was trying to do was it was trying to have this lightish character and this darkish character. Okay, I guess. That's pretty much it, though, for all the extra stuff in the movie. Like I said, this movie doesn't really... It doesn't make me change the score, but it does make me like the movie more. It does make me like the movie more because it's not this stupid standard Marvel formula. It's something fresh. It's something different. It's something that tries to go in another direction, and that's what I respect it for. And I just wish Batman didn't kill people, but I get what they were doing with this character. I don't know how he's ever going to recover from this, but okay. There's always going to be those jokes. Like, we got those jokes like Martha all the time. If you've seen all the videos on that, it's hilarious. It's just a meme now. It's just a joke now. But yeah, when you do watch the scene, either you're going to be that person who laughs, or you're going to be that person who takes that part seriously, or you're going to be both. You're going to take it seriously at times, and you're going to laugh at it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if you can watch my review of it, I wasn't super positive about it like I am in this like I am now. But I was gonna do this before, but I just never really wanted to, so I just kind of forgot about it. And there's also another movie I forgot to review, so we're going to talk about that in a little bit. So anyway, guys, yeah, Batman v Superman, it wasn't bad. It wasn't that bad, actually. I did like the movie. Same thing with Man of Steel. I know I've contradicted myself a lot, and I was saying, oh, Man of Steel's good, oh, Man of Steel's bad, oh, Man of Steel is good again. My emotions just change, but I do like those movies. Those movies are good. I like those movies. I mean, a lot of people don't like them, but I like them. They're alright. So, anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I'm out of here. Up, up, and away. See you guys.